Shang-Chi ending explain in Hindi, Galactus in MCU. Hello, and welcome back guys to our channel. Today's video is going to be super duper interesting and everyone's favorite, as we're going to discuss the ending of our very favorite Marvel movie, Shang-Chi and the Legends of Ten Rings. I guess all are Marvel fans here, and they might be too excited. So, without further ado, let's get started. We are talking about the popular movie, the movie which is about the martial arts master Shang-Chi, who got his training from his father and tutors and used to live in San Francisco for 10 years. And now, it's time for the end of his freedom period. He has been classed as an awesome athlete and also as one of the best non-superhumans who has dedicated his life to art. Many of his physical abilities have been seen to stem from his mastery of Qi, which also allows him to surpass the other physical limitations of a normal athlete. He also has super abilities like dodging and catching bullets from machine guns, sniper rifles, and could deflect gunshots with his bracers. He also attained his training in concentration and meditation, was also an expert with various hand weapons, including swords, nunchaku, shuriken, kali sticks, etc. Some of his prominent and notable students are Spider-Man, Captain America, and Wolverine. During his time with Avengers, Shang-Chi was given special equipment by Iron Man, such as a pair of bracelets, which helped him to stay focused on his Qi powers, and a pair of repulsor-powered nunchaku. He also thought of confronting his past, which he left behind before he got involved or was drawn into the mysterious web of the Ten Rings organization. The movie reveals a different aspect of the Marvel world, while the fans explore something totally out of the box. The movie has both mid- and post-credit scenes. The movie's mid-credit scene has been one of the most interesting among every Marvel movie and intriguing, and ends with a great cliffhanger. So, simply speaking, this mid-credit is explained in the end part of the movie. Here, we see Wong take Shang-Chi to the Sanctonium because when he used his rings, its effect spread till there. We also get to see Bruce Banner and Cara Danvers, who are together discussing their very own origin. The ring is neither made up of vibranium nor chictorium. No other cosmic energy was involved, which one can get related with it. Another equally important question that can make you go crazy is when Wong said that the rings are calling out to someone from the Earth. Now, who is it? To whom are the rings calling out? Who is the one having a connection with the rings? The mid-credit scene in the movie explains a big and crazy thing, which is in the end where we see Dark Dweller, the dragon who used to consume the souls of humans. But the soul and the concept of soul in the Marvel universe are different, and people who have an idea about Marvel know that who consumes human souls or life force is none but Galactus. The theory goes like this. Years ago, Galactus came to our home planet, Earth, and the place where his ship landed was Lake Taboo. His energies and signals are still present in the area itself, and due to this, the creature of the place got muted, and that's also how they obtained their powers or physique. The Dark Dweller dragon also learned how to harness the life force, just like Galactus. So he used to consume life forces from humans and was in the process of making himself more and more strong. This is how the theory perfectly fits how and why Galactus came to the planet and thereby takes advantage of his powers for his own selfish benefits. The earliest title of the movie was Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings, yet in the movie we discover the power of 10 rings, but its actual origin, where it came from, and other belonging concepts were not cleared. It was only one thing that was told, that Mandarins, thousands of years ago, the rings were discovered or found from an ancient burial, but as Wong stated that the rings are pretty much older than that, or maybe Mandarin fought with somebody and took or snatched the rings from his burial. But the strange thing here is these rings have a strange connection with Taboo. There can be a possibility that the Dark Dweller was also aware or had knowledge about the rings, and so he tries to summon it because it can only open the gates for him. There can be another perspective, that it is also another theory of Galactus communication technology, so that is why, as beckons, she calls Galactus back on Earth. At the same time, during the mid-credit scene, we get to see how Captain Marvel leaves, saying she has to fix something more vital issue, which can be because of Galactus's threats or his Gerald's. But also it can be like this: the Marvel movie people are setting up Galactus for the sake of their own movie plot, as in Captain Marvel's comic book, The Ultimates. We see how she forms her team. Galactus's role in it is quite big and mystically important. The movie The Marvels, which might get released in the coming year, will also portray something similar to it, where Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Spectrum will be in one team. It can also be like the character of Galactus can be shown or revealed as a different dimensional being, and his dimensions are connected to Gate Talu, and that is why Galactus's powers influence the area outside the gate, because the area got his energies all spread out. The plot is getting an extreme turn, which is obvious till now, but one more possible concept we can put our heads into is the concept of 10 rings can be similar in the movie as it was in the comics. In the comics, we know that 10 things belong from an alien origin, which is created by an alien species named McLean. They are nothing different but such big dragons which we get to see in the Shang-Chi movie. But the movie plot content and the things we find in the comic are totally different, where Shang-Chi is not the son of Mandarin. Still, instead, his father's name was Fomachu, who is a completely different character altogether. But Shang-Chi's connection with the Avengers had been really drastic, and he was the first new hero introduced in the 4 phases of the MCU and the first Asian lead in a Marvel movie. It is known and also very common in MCU that it never lacked action moves or any single piece of art. By the time the movie's climax arrives, it's really hard to judge or blame anyone for the path they have chosen. Even the root of the movie is very much narrative. Critics from Marvel's point of view are about one-dimensional storyline and character. Still, this movie proves that the studio can also deliver based on an emotional level and not just over-the-top third act of CGI flights. Personally speaking, the presence of dragons instead of an alien made the movie much cooler. The genre of Marvel moved from a science fiction angle to full-on fantasy, that too based on Chinese mythology. Every actor got an equal opportunity to steal the show, and each of them made the most of it. Meng'er Zhang is a total badass as Jiao Ling, Shang-Chi's older sister, while Ying Nan was portrayed by Michelle Yeoh, the sibling's aunt. Even Awkwafina gets her action moment in the final fight and proves herself as more than a one-dimensional actor. This was it for today's content. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What are your views over the entire plot, and especially the ending of the movie? Also, do let me know which part was your favorite in the comment section, and don't forget to like and share it with your near and dear ones. Till then, stay tuned with us as we will be back soon with more such content only for you guys. Also, if there is someone or a new member in the channel, kindly subscribe to our channel and get the bell icon pressed so that you will be notified whenever there will be a new video up on the channel. We will see you soon. Bye.